Hey, hello, and welcome back to Mike's Italian Grand Adventure. Thanks for joining me again for another episode. Um, as usual, I want to start off by thanking everyone that's subscribed to my channel. And if you haven't yet, please click that subscribe button, turn on notifications so then you'll be notified every time I post a new video. My goal is to post a video every Friday morning. So check back or get notified and please follow along. So today, as you can see, probably I'm still here in Arizona. I'm in a place called Madera Canyon, which is south of Tucson. Really beautiful natural area. There's some mountain peaks up behind me here that actually have some snow on them still. And it's a really, really famous or popular place for bird watching. There's a lot of different birds, and actually I've been here before in this exact spot, and there's a huge group of turkeys that came walking through. Haven't seen any yet today, but it's a beautiful spot, and it just reminds me one of the things I love about Italy. These kind of natural places are really valuable to me, and to have a place where I can go and be a part of nature or be in nature is really important. And Italy has some incredible nature preserves and national parks and really spectacular scenery. So it's one of the things I'm really looking forward to experiencing in Italy. And that's one of the things that is going to be much easier when I have a home base, when I have a place there. Because when you're traveling and you have your luggage, or you're riding a motorcycle and you've got all your gear, sometimes it's really hard to just, get off the beaten track. You kind of want to get to your hotel and get checked in and, find some place to have dinner and whatever you might need to do, or look at some sights. But a lot of times taking some time to get into nature is a little bit more difficult to do when you're traveling. So I'm looking forward to that, and Italy has tons of nature and beautiful scenery to experience. So that's going to be a great thing. So one of the things I want to do today, or the main thing I want to do today, is start looking at some properties. I'm really excited about it. We started with the grand scope of me telling you about what I was doing, why I wanted to go to Italy, my thought process, and then a little bit about some of the logistics like booking flights and visas, and then the regions of Italy, the 20 different regions. And so today, I really wanted to just jump online and take a look at some of the properties that are listed. So I'm going to set up my laptop, share the screen, and let's take a look at it. Okay, before we start looking at some properties, I just wanted to remind you a little bit about what I'm looking for. So in my mind, I have kind of an idea of what I'm looking for, and I've had that before when I've bought places, or when I'm thinking about something. I kind of have it in my mind, and more often than not, what I'm thinking, I end up finding. So it's really important to me to kind of think about what I want. So one of the things I really love about Italy, obviously, is the old stone buildings. So I have no desire to go to Italy and buy a modern apartment. That's not why I'm going there. I'm going there for the history and the culture and the unique character of an older building and older properties. So first of all, I'd like to have it made out of stone. That's a really interesting characteristic. A lot of times maybe they'll have a cellar that has like stone arches and really fascinating kind of construction. So something more, historical almost, or older in that sense. I would also really like it to have two bathrooms. In the older properties, that's a little bit more difficult, and especially when they're smaller, it's more difficult. But when they start looking in different areas, it might be a little more common. For instance, some of the ones we're going to look at today are have two bathrooms, and I was quite surprised actually. I didn't think there would be that many. But yeah, there are some of those. So that would be nice, just because when I have guests, I'd like there to have their own bathroom, and for me to have my own too. So the second point, obviously two bedrooms. I'd like to have my own, and then one for guests as well. And then I would really like to have a terrace, an outdoor terrace, patio. It doesn't have to be huge, but a terrace to get outside, get some fresh air without having to go down the stairs and out onto the street. So that's a big one. South facing would be really nice, because I plan on spending probably spring and fall there when the sun's going to be a little lower in the sky, and maybe even some winters, we'll see. But summers I'm probably going to spend here in North America while I keep my place here in Colorado, in the United States. So it's a short summer season in Colorado. I'm pretty high up in the mountains, as I've mentioned before. So I want to probably get a place that has southern exposure, so I get some good sunlight and some good warmth. And not only that, yeah, it's just great for passive solar, for heating. When you get sun that comes in, it'll definitely help. The other thing that I've noticed on a lot of these I looked at, there's not a lot of natural light. Some of the older ones, they're kind of cave-like. They're like these vaults set back into a hillside or into this massive building, and so that might be problematic. So we'll see. We'll see what comes up with those. But I think those are kind of the main things I'm looking for the apartment or the building itself. Of course, I'd like to have it near a coffee shop and a restaurant, or a couple of restaurants, someplace I can walk. And then I would like there to be a cellar, someplace where I can park my motorcycle, because I'm planning on having a motorcycle for sure. So that's kind of the list of things I'm looking at. So with that in mind, let's take a look. Okay, welcome back. Here we're going to be looking at some properties here in Italy. So this is the website I've been using, idealista.it. You can see it up here in the address bar. And let's go ahead and just switch the language to English. It'll help out a little bit, I think. And what I've been doing is I've just been using this Draw Your Area search tool. So if you click in the search field there, click Draw Your Area, and you can see here's Italy. So I wanted to do a little bit down here, look at some properties here in the Puglia area. Let's just click on Draw Your Area, and then just put some points out here, draw around, go back to your first point to close that space, and there you go, 3,027 homes. So let's go ahead and click on that. And then over here, I'm going to sort them, because I want to have 2 bathrooms minimum, just in case I have guests. We can say max price, let's say 80,000 euros. So that will filter out all those high dollar ones. And then I'm going to sort from lowest price up. And let's just start there. So if you start looking through, you'll see you just have some basic information, the pricing, how many rooms, square footage, and then some pictures. So some of these you'll look at, and like for instance, these guys, you'll see they have this rendering on here, and I've seen that on many different properties. So this real estate from Centro Asti is just using that in a bunch of different places. Here you see there's only 3 photos, and one of them's a street view. So some realtor was too lazy to go take pictures of the property, or the properties look so terrible that they don't even want to show pictures. So I'm just going to scroll past that. Let's see here. Some of these are interesting. This one here I've looked at before, 19,000 euros. Dropped down significantly, so they're kind of motivated to sell a place like this. But let's just take a look at this real quick. I'll show you why they're motivated. So this is one of those properties that has a kind of barrel arch ceilings, which I think are super cool. Really increases the volume of the room. I've seen some that are much taller than this too. But one thing you'll notice is there are no windows, and that is a deal breaker for me for sure. So it's old, kind of rundown building out front, and this place actually needs a lot of work as well. But So you see there's no windows. Here's the front door is open. That's providing all the light to this area. And not much other light. So as you go upstairs, same thing. Look at this room. That window right there probably goes to a balcony, or maybe that's a staircase. But not a single window anywhere. So there's no way that would work for me. And obviously, look at this place. This is like daylight coming through the ceiling. It looks like just water's coming right in, and so this is a bit more of a project than I want, especially for a place like this that doesn't have a lot of the other features I'm looking for. So, but just to give you an idea, so that's in my opinion, 19,000 euros for that place. No, that should be like a €1 place, one of the ones they're auctioning off, and that's probably why they dropped the price. And I'm guessing it's probably been for sale for a while. Let's see if it says on here how long it's been listed. Oh, 13 days ago, updated 13 days ago. So who knows how long it's been here. That's maybe when they dropped the price. But so there's a fair number of these places like this that aren't really very interesting for me. And here's one. This looks like it's like a separate home, probably out in the country somewhere. Here's some of the ones that are interesting. If you look at this, it's a judicial sale. So I think this is similar to the €1 sales. This is probably a municipality or city that's selling a property. And you can see here it is an auction. That's listed as an auction. So that's the starting price. And you never know. I mean, I think you can bid less than that. That's where they're starting, or they're saying they should start. But if it's a pretty desirable place, it's probably going to sell for a bit more. Maybe not. It's an auction, so you never really know. Here's another auction here. Price was dropped 25%. So this is in the historic center. Only 6 photos of that. This one here looks a little rough. Yeah, so here's a 2-room, 65 square meters. That's pretty small. It's going to be like 700 square feet. But anyway, this is where we start. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to pick a few to show you guys here and not waste all of our time here while I'm scrolling through endless properties. But I'll show you 2 or 3 that I find that I think are interesting and could maybe work out for me, just so you have an idea. So hold on, I'll be right back. Did a little bit of pre-screening here for a few, so I don't waste anyone's time. But just 3 interesting ones I wanted to share with you. So this one's 35,000 euros, and again, the exchange rate right now is pretty close to equal, so just a little over 35,000 US dollars. 55 square meters, so you're looking at 650 square feet, maybe 600, something like that. If anyone's curious, the conversion is 10.762, I think. So multiply 52 times 10.762, and you're going to get the square footage. So whatever, add on a 0 and add a little bit on. So we'll say 600 square feet. So this one here, these guys got a little bit carried away with their watermark on their image, as you can see, but just to give you an idea of what there is here. I mean, that's a pretty nice bathroom actually, compared to some of the ones you see that are super long and narrow. I don't know if my shoulders would even fit there. But kind of decent sized rooms. Interesting layout. It's not shoved back into a corner. It seems to be a fair amount of light. Kind of some funky spaces, obviously, but I think that's to be expected with some of the older buildings. I have an air conditioning unit up there, so that's nice. This area, by the way, can get really super hot in the summer. So hopefully I'll be spending my summers in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado and not have to worry about that. So here's a little rooftop area. Bunch of different rooms. It's not easy to see. Here's another bathroom, so that's the second bathroom. Rooms. Apparently, here's some straw. I guess this is where I'd keep my donkey. Or more likely, I could probably get a motorcycle in here. So that's kind of appealing to me. That's one of the reasons why I looked at this place. And there's a water heater, I'm guessing. So if we look at the map here, they don't have a pin that I could see here. Maybe it's this one down here. But just to zoom out to see where this town is, it's kind of in the middle of the land off of Bari again. So it looks like a pretty decent sized city. So There's some major roads coming from Bari. I would guess we'd be able to get transportation to get there. So, just an example, that one there, that was 35,000 euros with two bathrooms. So, yeah, that's kind of fun to look at. Let's see, do they have something else in here? No, listed more than 2 months ago. So, it's been around for a little bit. Let's take a look at this one. So this one again is, interesting to me just because it's kind of, funky layout and shape, and it's on a hill, so that's cool. That always makes me think of Italy. Um, let's go. So you can see someone's living in here, so everything must be working. The plumbing works, the electricity works, everything's here. So that's a really plus sign. I mean, hopefully it doesn't come with the furniture because I'd have to get rid of it all. But but here, this place, the views are what really blew me away about this place. It's in a little bit of a smaller room. So okay, here you go, another bathroom. Got the clothes washing machine in there. Nice shower. Um, on the toilet. But check out this little area. Look at these. These look like some ancient arches up here in buildings. And this area, I think, is where they said they built some. People used to build like homes in the mountainside, like dig into the caves and stuff. So really pretty interesting. Look at all that rock, and this is a view out of your patio, looking over power lines, sadly. But look at this is I don't know, cool to me. That just seems Italy, kind of screams Italy. So let's take a look at the map here. You'll see this is a pretty small town, touristy. Not a lot going on. There's restaurant, pizzeria over here, but if you zoom out, you'll see you're pretty close to the ocean here. And I think this would be the other region of Basilicata, I think it was called. So this is the least populous region in all of Italy. Um, so yeah, interesting. I hadn't really looked here. I didn't know I drew the map over that far, but kind of interesting. And for this one, we're looking at 36,000 euros and two bathrooms, 116 square meters. So that's pretty big. You're looking at 1,200 square feet. That's bigger than you would imagine. I'm not sure if there's a place to park my motorcycle here. I'd rather not pull it into the living room, but yeah, some interesting stuff here. So um, here's saying the water pipes, the heating, electrical system, TV antenna, and cables have been totally redone. So yeah, I mean this would be a move-in ready place. Oh, right here, look at also a warehouse with cellar, all included in the price. Okay, there we go. Let's bookmark this baby. I'll have to see what's going on. But again, let's look at the map. Pretty remote. I mean, dead end street or quiet street, so that's probably nice, but really small town. How to get here might be kind of hard as far as restaurants and what's around. Hard to say. I would guess they have restaurants. Here's a restaurant. Here's a restaurant. Close to the ocean, hilly, mountainous area. Has a lot of stuff. For me, this could be something I would look into a little bit more. Okay, one more we can look at here briefly. This one looked pretty cool. So we're looking at, let me just close this out real quick. We'll pop back here. 37,000 euros, 3-room flat. We'll start with the map here so you can kind of see where this town is. Another small town, but a little bit more further up into the mountains from the coast. That other one we just looked at was right down in here, I think. So this is a little bit further away. But beautiful area. But here, check out this place. This looks pretty cool. I kind of like it. So big, nice terrace patio and actual view. A lot of times you're looking at the wall of a building across the street or something, but this looks like it's in pretty good shape. I kind of like that pattern. Some planters up here, grow some herbs or whatever. Beautiful hill town. Look at that city out there. And there's a Remax balloon floating in the air right there. But look at this, parquet wooden floors. I mean, this place looks really in great condition. Beautiful wood trim. It's not historic. It's not an older building, but wow. I mean, for 37,000 euros, move into this place, and that's going to be just a little over 1,000 square feet probably. So the bathroom there. I mean, nice size room. Radiant heat here. Looks like the windows look pretty nice. Decent sized rooms. This is what I was talking about when we were looking at that last place. These really long, narrow bathrooms like this. But, it works. It's functional, right? I mean, I'm going to spend 15 minutes in there a day, 20 minutes a day in there. So not really a huge deal. Uh, Staircases coming up. Look at this beautiful living room, big patio out here, folding doors, lots of windows, fireplace. Wow, pretty cool. So this is looking back from that other direction. So this is, I think, a water heater up here, and this is probably where the kitchen goes, I'm guessing. Um, Kitchen cabinets here, maybe those are water lines and lines to hook up. So that's probably the kitchen living room kind of thing. Oh yeah, hold on. So I think this is a bathroom in here that they're going to show next. So yeah, look at this, relatively new bathroom. They got a shower down here and a toilet. Um, it looks pretty nice. Tile looks good. Window with some light. Um, and then this patio with this view. Wow. I mean, that's pretty cool. So I guess, one thing I'd need is see if there's some place I could park a motorcycle, and then just check out the area, see where it is, see how it feels. Um, this two-level solution. I like that. A few meters from the town hall, in the principal town. Let's see the solution located building. Oh, this building only has two apartments, so that's cool. So you only have one neighbor. That's kind of nice. Double room, balcony, bedroom, large hallway, internal staircase, kitchen, living room. Yeah, so that was a kitchen, living room with a fireplace. So that was that room that goes off the patio. But how cool is that? Your kitchen, your living room, right off the patio. A lot of times you got to go up a staircase or two to get to a rooftop patio where you're looking at the wall of your building across the street. So this all has double pane glass, parquet floors, ready to move into immediately. I mean, that's incredible. Look at that. I mean, in Italy, 37,000 euros. So there's definitely stuff to be had out there. Just have to look and go over there and see them. Okay, there's your introduction to some real estate in the southern regions of Italy, and I hope you enjoyed it. I know I sure did, and if you can't tell, I'm getting a little excited about the prospects. So I'll keep looking.